Yo, I like that.
And we live. Boxing
Hell yeah.
news. We got a. I feel like a girl that just got a BBL done right now.
Chee.
we all, we are live, and I just don't know. Oh, right here. Let me see this. No,
I'm about to put it on YouTube real quick just to make sure we are live. I'm just sending it
for sure.
to somebody.
So
Yeah,
we
this
are.
is
We're
waiting on the YouTube channel. So let me double check that we are live on the YouTube channel. Yeah, we are live. Put it on YouTube real quick. Just cool. Yep. Yeah, I see us. I see the chat. I see Dominic LOL, new background. Hey, what's up, Dom? New everything, man. New
Yeah,
streaming
man.
service. It's not dragging anymore. Nothing, man. Woo! It even man got my hat flipped upside down, dog. That's how happy I am right now. Like I can't do a car. I can't do a cartwheel, but the LA can. So, but it got stuck. It got stuck. Oh
That's
hell
right.
yeah, man. So that's cool. Yeah, man. I like it a lot, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Even my
Yeah,
cat's going
man.
crazy over here, man. Damn crazy ass cat.
Yeah, the only thing that messed up is that I had a freaking a live scheduled, right, with the title and everything, and I guess it didn't do that when it just went to another live, made a new live, but I can figure that out. We got Dom's at the chat,
Yeah,
and
what's up, Dom? We
and the
got
only thing is man, I can't see the chat on my screen now, so I have to go be on my phone as well, but it's all
oh
good.
yeah, yeah.
It's
That's
it's
what
all
I do.
good.
I look at it during the phone. I like the new
Yeah, yeah.
background also. Yeah, the background's tight, man. It's real clean, you
Yeah,
know.
I feel
And
like the
like
other one, the other program I was using, I'm not gonna say the name because I ain't getting paid to say their name, but it was a different program and it was used. It's mostly for like it's for streaming, but it was made. I think it was made for gamers. Like it's for like gaming, like when you're live streaming, like gamers live stream.
yeah.
Um, so I think that was the big difference. But
I
yeah. So
should
we
ask
we
my
hear.
I should ask my son-in-law. He's a big old live streaming gamer nerd.
Yeah, so this program, I'm not gonna say their name either because I'm not getting paid, but this program is made specifically for like podcast type of like podcasts, and so yeah, this is what we're using now. It's a lot cleaner setup. Yeah, man, you can see us. I don't know, everything's just cleaner,
Everything's
but
cleaner about it, man. Yeah.
and we are multi streaming now, so we're live on Facebook, we are live on Kick, we are live on YouTube, and we are live on Twitch for the first time
Man,
ever. We're live
you
everywhere.
you know what's going to be hard though is seeing all the comments on all the different platforms. Now, if we
Yeah, so
could figure out a way to see the comments
I
on
can.
everything,
I know that's the thing that I figure. But right here on mine, I can see how many people are watching us. So then I can go to each. I guess each. I would have to pull. I would have to put like another TV screen up, another screen, and then I
yeah,
could put like all the chats up. But I think that's something that we will get to.
you'll get
But
there.
yeah, because right now on Kick and Twitch, I don't really promote on there too much. I'm just gonna start streaming on there, and if once we build up our following on those channels, then I'll pull up the chats. But
Right now,
let's
let's get into the boxing, man.
for
First
sure.
off, first off, man, myself, I want to give a
Yeah,
big shout out to Mike, man. I dragged Mike's ass with me to Las Vegas this past weekend for 4 days. Thursday,
yeah.
Friday, Saturday. We came back Sunday. And I put his ass to work, man. And he kicked ass out there. He made a ton of videos. He didn't ask to get paid. I mean, just really went above and beyond this weekend for the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame, man. So shout out to you. Thank you, man. I knew, like, I
Yeah,
didn't mean to put you on the spot. You know, I just
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
wanted you to help me out a little bit. You volunteered.
yeah.
You put
We see
yourself on
the
the spot. But
we
no,
see the background.
everything turned out good, man.
You see the background. You see the background. I got two
Oh,
things
you
right
got the
there.
gloves up there.
Yeah, yeah.
Gee.
Hey, so y'all, if y'all in the chat, I did. So me and Stacks, we were at the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame. I went out there, of course, I was trying to get some content. But I end up working the whole event, and
Yeah.
yeah, it looks like I'm gonna start doing a lot of content for them now. And I just emailed all the raw footage to Anthony over there. Shout out to Anthony. Shout out to Melissa, Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame. So we got I
Michelle.
sent all the footage. Oh, Michelle. I said Melissa, huh? I don't know why. But yeah, shout out to Michelle and shout out to Anthony. But yeah, and what happened is, see, I got these two gloves back there. One I'm keeping, but one we're gonna be doing a giveaway. So if you're on the chat, stay tuned. I haven't figured out how I want to do the giveaway. If I'm gonna do it live on our streams, or if we're just gonna do like a Instagram kind of giveaway. I think the live would be better. But this is signed by everybody that got inducted into the Hall of Fame this past weekend. So we have Raul Marquez, Antonio Tarver, Mikey Garcia, Laura Serrano. We
Jorge
got
Paez.
Jorge Paez on there. We got uh, Paulie Ayala. We have Jerry Cooney. We have Marcos Mandana. We got Chino. Chino's on there. Who else? Am I missing anybody?
Um, what? The artist Richard Sloan.
We got the artist Richard Sloan, so the guy that does all like
Yeah.
all the flyers, all the big portraits. He's got his autograph on there as well.
Yeah.
So I got one glove because I am a fan foremost. So one is staying with me, and also I'm going to give one glove away. Just don't know how we're gonna do it. But if I do give it away, if we do figure out if it's gonna be on live, it's gonna be on a Tuesday night because we got that glove together and we did it together. So that glove is gonna get, if we do it on a live stream, it's gonna be a Tuesday night. So that's one thing I know for sure.
Nah, Dom, they're just the Valco shops, bro. They're just Walmart gloves who ran and got like
Yeah, yeah.
4 pairs of them. I ended up giving a few back to the Hall of Fame so they can be raffled off. But nah, is this giveaway only in LA or do they can get shipped to another state? Nah, we can ship them to another state, Dom.
Yeah, we can ship them.
Yeah,
Yes.
we just
This,
we
this this
yeah,
is not this is not just an LA thing. This is for the people that that you guys. It's trying to
yeah, it's
give
for the
back
fans.
to, yeah, trying to give back to the people that fuck with us. That support, and that's it. Like, so if you are, I think all right. I am gonna give it away. It's gonna be on a Tuesday night. Oh, I can pull up the chat. I just figured how to pull a chat up on my screen.
Hey,
Hey, so yeah, so we are. Yeah, it's gonna be a giveaway. I'm gonna be announcing it soon. I'll talk to Stacks offline, and then we'll figure out exactly how we want to do it.
we'll throw a program in as well.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
we got programs as well. So we'll throw in the glove and then a program with the glove for the winner, and then yeah. But stay tuned for that. We're gonna be giving a glove away, so
ah,
stay tuned.
I can see the chat on my side too. I just went up to
Yeah,
the corner and hit it, so I can see
yeah,
everything
yeah.
from
That's
YouTube.
right.
Now I don't
Yeah,
know if we
no,
can.
it's from everything.
Okay,
So
okay.
it,
Oh,
it'll,
but it just
it,
showed. It tells you who's
It,
chatting
it,
in.
it tells it tells you if it's from YouTube or is it from whatever, if it's gonna be from Kick or whatever else. I don't know if anybody's gonna be on from Kick or Twitch. I don't promote on there. I just, if I'm live streaming, let's just do it all, baby. Let's just do it all. All right, let's get in right here. Arizona. That's right. We got Arizona
AZ.
in the building. The Gladiator Report. Shout out Gladiator Report. He just recently started following me on Instagram, or I forget where, but I remember seeing him on Instagram. I appreciate you. I think I shared one of your posts to the story as well. Shout out the Gladiator Report. Let's jump into it. I think it's fight week. It's fight week.
Hits
So
fight week.
let's start off with Rolly Romero versus Teofimo Lopez. Rolly's defending his WBA welterweight title against Teofimo Lopez this Saturday and August 22nd on the Zone at the T-Mobile Arena. Also, shout out to the Zone. I should be partnering with the Zone as a creator soon, and I should be having a link. So if you guys want to support, hopefully I get the link soon. So I'll post that link, and hopefully we get that popping. You can when you buy the pay-per-views or if you sign up to the Zone. I'll post that link. Hopefully you guys can use that link and support the page, and we can do more things like this giveaway. But I think the biggest storyline with the Teofimo Lopez and Rolly Romero is right. Is like the friendship, right? That's kind of a big thing nowadays, right? With the whole Keyshawn and Shakur saying that they're not going to fight because they're friends, they're brothers, and whatnot. Um, I think that's the biggest storyline, right? They called each other friends. They sparred together. Uh, when I was at the
They
first press conference, Rolly had talked about Teofimo helping him out, giving him some money during hard times. Do you? They've brought that up, but I don't feel like that's gonna be a factor in the fight. I think these guys are both professionals, and I feel like there's like a lot to lose between
it
more Teal, but they both have something to lose, right? Rolly can lose the bout.
yeah, and
And,
the thing is too is like there may not be that big lead up into this fight. People may be saying exactly what you're saying. Hey, Rolly's talking about, Teofimo lend him some money. Teofimo's
yeah,
on the ring talking about, wow, his dad didn't do this for him and his dad didn't do that for him. Is he in the right state
yeah,
mentally? But the thing is I think it's something I brought up last week or 2 weeks ago, right? Me and my
yeah,
brother. I love my brother to death. He's my brother.
yeah,
But
yeah,
if he would have socked me in the face and I would have socked him in the face,
yeah,
me and him are throwing down. I don't care how much I love
yeah,
him.
yeah,
Like you punch me in the face, guess what? It's on, sucker. And we're going at it. And we're
for
going
sure.
and we did growing up plenty of times.
Yeah,
So hey, homeboy or not, good friend or not, lend me money or not, once you pop me and I feel that little bit of pain, once I feel that punch to the face, our
yeah,
friendship is going out the damn window. Now we're fighting. Now it's a fight. It ain't gonna be no holding
yeah.
back. Now
No,
there may be a part where if somebody gets hurt, where they're really hurt, like
yeah,
you slow down a little bit, and like not go in for that killer instinct knockout, or you do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
I,
yeah.
I don't know because I've
No, for
never been
sure.
in that position where I've had my brother like hurt where one more punch is gonna like really knock his ass out. So
Hmm.
I don't know, and that's the only example I can use is that like because I've been in a fight with my brother. I've been in a fight with family members. Man,
For sure.
I've taken a baseball bat to my own cousin. So like,
Yeah.
yeah, man, like you could throw feelings out the damn window, man.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. And then it's also like once you get that once that first punch in, the thing is like it's a whole different vibe, and also you gotta understand like it's bigger than just like, oh, we were friends, right? Like this is a sport where they fought and trained to be in this position, right? Rolly's already a three-division world champion, right? And then to add Teofimo Lopez to the resume is big for Rolly.
Yeah.
For Teofimo, he's on a mission to become a three division world champion, right? And Rolly's there, right? And it's like nothing's gonna change. Like there's not gonna be no love lost. Like this is a sport, and this is what we train for. And like, hey man, look, we gotta fight, and they're both gonna make money, and that's what it's gonna be. The Gladiator Report says we have to support Hispanic podcasts. We are the biggest
Yeah.
fan base in boxing and should be running it theoretically. I I agree with you. I
Yeah,
agree
I
with
agree
that statement.
100%. Bro,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
and not just I mean, for me, like, man, 100% what you're saying, especially because of, you know, us being Hispanics, us having that. But just in general, man, I've always said this, man, because I got homeboys that are Puerto Ricans that do podcasts in New York. I got homeboys that are white
yeah,
and Asian that do it in Texas. I got homeboys in Phoenix that do it, and it's like for me, it's not a competition. It's building the sport. If we want the sport to survive, if we don't want the naysayers to say, "Oh, boxing's dead," like
yeah,
boxing's dead, we don't want to be here, whatever. We need to prove them wrong, and we need to stick together because at the end of the day, like I told Mike, there's not a lot of money in boxing, not just
hmm,
for boxers themselves, but even as media, right? Like we do
yeah,
this because we love the sport and we have to build each other up, man. We have to
for
build
sure.
each other and we have to make it grow however we can. This weekend, prime example, Mike stepping up, helping in Las Vegas, the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame in Vegas, but now going to be a content creator for us. He was my assistant stage manager. He got to meet a lot of people. He networked. We build up, man. We have to build up. That's the only way this sport is going to survive And so you hit the button on the head, Gladiator Report, man. So shout out to you guys, man.
Yeah, shout out. Hey, no problem. I am here to support. I love boxing in general. So if I see something that's dope, some content that's dope, or if like, a lot of times I don't, cause for me, I don't post like the winners, or I don't post like a lot of stories. I mostly give my reaction. So my page is reaction based, and so I react on stuff. So when I see like if your content you're posting like things that I don't post, yeah, I'm gonna share it because like it needs to get out there, and then it also gives me some more things to talk about, right? Like when if I miss something, then and then you guys post, I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know about that. Cool, I'll share it, and then now I'll also give my reaction on it when we go live. But yeah,
So much money in
there
boxing. I don't know. I mean, there is to an extent,
there is
but
and
it's
there and
it's
there is and there isn't.
the
But
upper
you have it's
echelon
yeah,
that
it's the
gets it.
upper echelon, and then you just got to know how to move. You got to know how to move and maneuver to make the right moves to actually make money, and that's what it is. There's money in everything. It's just knowing how to maneuver and knowing which plays to make because quick money is it ain't always like the best money, right? Because like you make that
Yeah,
money fast and then like it's gone the next day. You gotta know how to build and know how to maneuver
still
and make the
monetize
right
it.
things.
Yeah, I mean, even monetizing. I
Yeah,
mean, it's that's a conversation for another time to get into. I mean,
yeah.
because we could have that conversation, but it,
No, there is.
it's
Hey,
big.
monetize
There's a
it.
lot.
That's exactly what I'm trying to do right now, right? We're live on Twitch, we're live on Kick, we're live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube, right? And you guys are all watching from YouTube, but um, I'm trying to go live on Kick and Twitch, right? Because that's kind of what's the move right now is streaming, right? So like let's just try to do that and let's try to get that monetized on those channels as well. I've never been on Kick, I've never been on Twitch, but we're live right now and we're just trying to that's what we're trying to do. It's fragmented. We need to get together. NBA has one website. Yeah, no, it's very true. That's one thing. That's one thing that I've learned. Um, Getting my credentials now and going to these fights as a media, it's very you meet cool people, but there's a lot of people that are just there for their content and they're gonna push it out, and it's just like they call it the scrum, right? The media scrum, and like everybody's just
Yeah,
in a big circle and everybody's just trying to fight and ask questions and people talking over everybody, and like it gets crazy. Um, Boxing doesn't have an official website to buy merch. No, it doesn't because we have multiple promoters, right? So there's every promotion company
and
has their own
sanctioning
website.
bodies.
Yeah, and sanctioning bodies. So it's big. All right, but shit, if you guys want to come to the casual experts over here, Mike Theory Media, and we can kind of build something. We are so small in the pod games and behind. Yeah, we are, and we're trying to move. We're trying to maneuver. We're trying to build, and that's it. For me, I know. Look at showbiz. Exactly. We're trying. I look at people like that, and I see from a distance, but I also don't try to live in the negative and live like I'm behind schedule. I just kind of work and just keep pushing. Honestly, the I started this YouTube channel almost 2 years ago, and I feel like we're moving. About to hit. I just hit 3,700 subscribers, so like we're moving. In 2 years, we're moving. Um, let's get all the retired fighter. Yeah, like and they're all the retired fighters are moving into the media space too, which is dope. Like you get that perspective,
Yeah,
of an actual fighter, But I like hearing fans talk as well, like just from that side. But man, we can go into that conversation that can be like its own separate podcast as well. But
go to Nevada
so
Boxing
T
Hall of Fame website. You wanna
yeah,
some merchandise for retired fighters? Check our
oh yeah,
website, Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame.
yep,
We got plenty of
and
plenty of stuff for retired fighters.
yeah. Let's yeah, so that's support the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame because we were talking about retired fighters, we're talking about after they're done, like that's something where you can go. They put a lot of events throughout the year, not just the Hall of Fame gala, but there's a lot of events throughout the year where they bring out old retired fighters, like retired fighters that come in, like a James Toney, like Mikey Garcia, like all these guys, right? Like Mandana, like all these guys are are there, and you're able to meet these and get questions in and see that as and see that side as well. Let's let's go back into Tio and Rolly, right? Who everybody says that Rolly's gonna be the bigger fighter going in. Do you feel like that's actually true? Like Rolly's gonna come in and be like the bigger fighter?
No, I think as far as maybe like strength wise, maybe, but he's smaller than Theo is. I think Teofimo has a longer reach than he does. Yeah, he
Mm-hmm.
may be the heavier fighter, the naturally bigger fighter per se, like
Yeah, like body
shoulder
wise.
wise, maybe upper
Yeah,
body wise, power wise. Of course, I think strength wise, he's a little stronger than Teofimo, But at the end of the day, Teofimo has the skills. He's
yeah,
he's rightfully was the lineal champion at lightweight and at super lightweight. Like he beat
yeah,
the man both times.
yeah,
I mean, he beat Loma and then he goes up and he beats Josh Taylor. And even though Josh Taylor had a title strip from him, he was still the lineal champion. He still had all the belts, everything,
yeah,
Ring Magazine, WBC, WBO, WBA, and IBF. And Teofimo beat him. So Teofimo was that guy. His power hasn't really carried much though to 140. Um,
mm-hmm.
and it hasn't carried. Well, we'll see how it's going to carry at 47 at welterweight. I believe the last knockout he had was several years ago back in the lightweight division.
Yeah,
You know, so we'll see about that. But his footwork is there, and he's got to box.
yeah,
He's got to disrupt Rolling when he's coming forward. His offense is going to have to be his best defense. When Rolly starts coming in, he's going to have to pop his jab. He's going to have to angle out. He's going to have to box off his back foot. And Rolly's going to have to find a way to either come in and pressure him and put that extra weight on him and kind of tire him out, use some body shots.
yeah,
Because if he can't cut off that ring, then it's gonna be an old school boxing lesson, man. And
mm-hmm.
it's you're gonna see a lot of Teofimo using that Philly shell, that shoulder roll. He's gonna box off his back foot. Honestly, I expect a boring fight. I don't expect them to go toe to toe. I don't expect Teofimo to stand there and throw blows with them, especially when he
Yeah,
feels Rolly's power. If Rolly feels Theo's power and he can't hurt Rolly, expect Rolly to do everything he can to get in and try to hurt Teofimo. But
mm-hmm.
if Teofimo can stop him on the way in and can just pop that jab, I mean,
Yeah,
it's kind of like Chinese water torture, right?
yeah,
Just one little water, just one little drop of water irritates the fuck out of you, man. It can irritate you all night long.
yeah,
Teofimo doesn't necessarily have to go in there and hurt him, but if he scores points and throws him off, if I just touch you, man, right between the eyes, just like this, man, just tap you, man, right between the eyes, it's gonna disrupt you. You're not gonna be able to
yeah,
get out. You're gonna swing wild. You're not gonna be able to hit me. I just kind of tap you, disrupt your motion, and not let you get your boxing started. Not getting
yeah.
letting you have your game
What
plan get started. That's where
one
that's where
thing?
Roman's gonna get in trouble.
Yeah, what one thing that I've liked what I saw during the build up is like, when they dropped when the ring dropped that interview or the podcast whatever with his dad and Tio,
With his dad.
and yeah, and you can see like he's talking to his dad, right? He's like letting him know, and that shows that they probably had this conversation multiple times before going into that podcast, and I like that, right? I like that, and remember we have talked about it before that um, at the first press conference when I was talking to Tio, that he said that they had that conversation and he gave his dad the ultimatum like, hey man, I need you to show up. Like if he doesn't come prepared for this fight, then it's probably gonna be the last time his dad corners him. And so I like seeing that. I like seeing that it's out in public. I think that they're both in a good headspace coming into this fight. I think like Dom
Yeah.
said, some people have said Tio might have power resurgence at 47. I think that he's going to come in stronger. Does he have a power resurgence per se? I don't know if he has that knockout power resurgence, but I think he's going to come in stronger, and the punches, Rolly's going to be able to feel the punches. Gladiator Report says Tio looked weak in his last fight. He looked weak because he should have been a
Like
47.
Shakur, yeah.
He fought Shakur. He fought one of the best defensive guys out there, one of the best jabs in the game. But also, he should have been at 47 already. I think he was. I don't know if he's. You're getting older, right? You're getting older. It's harder to cut that weight. So I think it's a little bit of both. I'm not taking nothing away from Shakur. Shakur is good. But looking weak, I think it's just because of the weight. And so I think we're gonna see when he comes in for this fight. I think he's gonna come in. You're gonna see him more energetic. He's gonna be. I think we're gonna see the Teofimo that we saw like in the Josh Taylor fight. Um, I know Rolly gets clowned on a lot by like his skill, his technical skills. But do you think people are underestimating Rolly coming into this fight?
I I think maybe a little, but I mean not too much. You know what I mean? Not too much. As far as like Vegas and all that, I don't think so. I think they're hitting
Yeah.
it right on the head. As far as the odd goes and everything there, I don't think they're underestimating him, but he could he's a powerful puncher, but no, I
Yeah.
don't think they're underestimating him.
The Gladiator Report. I expect this to be a good fight. Rolly will get him
Get
hurt.
him hurt.
Watch. Yeah. I have so my prediction. Right. I'm gonna give you my prediction right now. I posted it on Instagram already. I have Teofimo winning by decision, unanimous decision. I have him winning 116 to 112. That's my prediction. 116, 112.
Okay, he rounds to four.
Well, because baseball and the
That's
boxing
but
podcast, I'm Puerto Rican and Mexican. That's all I know. Baseball and boxing. I have gloves. I have a belt. I have this belt is signed by Julio Cesar Chavez, and then I got my baseball stuff. That's what it is. I like baseball and boxing.
yeah, same here. Same here. Baseball and boxing. That's all I watch. Man. I'm a
Yeah,
Dodgers fan, and
yeah.
I'm a boxing fan. I don't watch football too much, man, and I don't. I couldn't tell you one player on the damn Lakers right now. I mean, one probably Luka Doncic. That's it. Like
Yeah.
just because of the trade or because he's on, but I couldn't name one damn player. No, but
Cepeda,
I got it the
yes.
same way. I
Cepeda
got
did
the
way better. Yes, Cepeda did way better with Shakur than Teofimo. Yeah, he did. He did. But what were you saying? You have Teofimo winning as well.
yeah, same thing too. About 8 rounds to four, same score,
Yeah.
everything, man. Yeah. Bro, you guys need boxing merch. Why baseball and boxing podcast? Oh, that's
Yeah.
that same question
Yeah.
you're answering.
Yeah, no,
Mm,
we have gloves. See what we're giving we're gonna give one away one of these gloves right here, signed by everybody that got inducted into the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame. There's some merch, and I'll get some more merch. I'm working on my background. My bad,
most people don't realize that Rolly whooped Ryo easily.
Ryan.
Okay.
Ryan easily.
Oh, Ryan.
Yeah, he did, but it's a different fight. It's a different fight. It's a different fight.
Ryan wanted to stand in there and bang for a minute. Then Ryan's more of a counter puncher. He's gonna come forward, throw. He's not the boxer that doesn't have the
Yeah,
technical skills that Teofimo has. Teofimo was
yeah.
an Olympian boxer. I mean, he went toe to toe with one of the most technical fighters in the history of the sport when he took on Lomachenko. He was patient, and that's how he won that fight. You know,
Mm-hmm.
his power at 35, I think maybe Loma was a little bit too cautious for
Yeah.
Teofimo's power, but I mean, he defied the odds. A lot of people didn't think that Teofimo could beat Lomachenko when he did, and
No,
like you said, he's a way different fighter than Ryan Garcia is.
for sure. Yes, senior, not junior. Senior. Senior, not junior. Yeah, it's Ryan and Tio are two different fighters, and it's also it's in a new weight class. I feel like we're gonna see uh, a re-energized Teofimo Lopez. We're gonna see him like healthy and like I'm not saying he wasn't healthy at 40, but dude, like at a certain point, cutting weight it's you're deteriorating your body. you're deteriorating your body, and so I think he's gonna be better at 47. We're gonna see a stronger Rolly at 47 as well, right? And I think everybody we've seen Rolly get knocked out, right, twice,
Yeah.
and but those were in those lower weight classes, right? At 35 against Tank, and then at 40 against Pitbull Cruz. Uh, if you look at Rolly Romero and you look at his body, right, the width of his shoulder, his back, I'm pretty sure, and he's not fat. So when you're cutting weight and you don't have a lot of fat on you, you have to drain the fluid in your body, right? So you're draining, you're deteriorating your muscles, and you're losing fluid from those muscles. So it's making you weaker. And so at those lower weight classes, yeah, you can get knocked out easier because you're draining your body. You can be slower, you can be sluggish, your feet are not as fast, all those things. So I think we're going to see both of them healthy and ready for a good fight. And I think we're going to get a good
So
fight. I think they're going to come
here's
in because they know each other, right? They know each other. It's been a couple years. I think 2017 was the last time they sparred, and it's been a while. But I think them knowing each other, knowing certain things to do to get the other one maybe irritated or messing with the mental game. But yeah, and yeah, I said that already. Tio, dad had horrible advice on that in the corner. Yeah, and I feel like that's exactly why I said the best thing that I've seen in this buildup is having that conversation in public. And I feel listening to that conversation they had on the podcast, the Versace podcast for the Ring magazine. I feel like they've had that conversation already. And also, I talked to Teofimo at the first press conference, and he mentioned that he had told his dad already, like, "Hey, I need you to come prepare for this fight. If you don't come this fight, then yeah, it's probably going to be the last time he corners Teofimo in a fight." So that's why I said I think they're both in the right in the proper mindset. Tio's dad has owned up to him not being there. He's even said it he's even said it, he said not showing up to that press conference fucked with my son's head, and like I fucked up. So I think all that is water under a bridge now. They already talked about it. I feel like we're gonna get a good fight. Like we're gonna both of them are coming in prepared, and we're gonna get a good fight. But I got Teofimo winning by a unanimous decision.
I
Now,
got that. I got the same thing.
yeah, I like Tio and Rolly. I think it's Rolly's time now. Underrated in boxing and in business. No, he's for sure underrated, and I feel like he has a chance, right? I think that's what like when this fight first got announced. That's the first thing I said, right? I said, I think Rolly, like, don't sleep on Rolly. That's the first thing I said was don't sleep on Rolly. But as we continue to build up, and I'm looking at Tio and I'm hearing the things, and I see that podcast with him and his dad, I'm like, man, I think we're getting the Teofimo, like the locked in Teofimo Lopez. And when Teofimo's locked in, I don't think a lot of people beat him. Like he's I think he's
Yeah.
one of the best when he's locked in.
Yeah, he's got to be locked in. He's got to be in the right mental space. And I think he will be. Like you said, him and his dad, I think they've talked, of course, they've talked about the issues and what needs to be fixed and as far as the training goes and whatnot. And I think Saturday night we're gonna see that. I don't think it's gonna be I don't think it's gonna be lopsided, but it's gonna be one way action. It's gonna be a lot of Teofimo's gonna control the pace, he's gonna control the distance. Rolly's gonna
Yeah,
have
see,
trouble cutting off the ring.
no,
Yeah.
yeah, Dom. I remember that's what I said. Where when the first fight, when it first got announced, I was like, oh man, don't sleep on Rolly. And I was leaning towards Rolly, remember? But I'm saying like as the build up, as we build up, and the things that I'm seeing from Teofimo Lopez, talking to him in person, him and his dad in person at the first press conference, and then seeing the conversation him and his dad had on the Versace podcast. Man, like I think we're getting a locked in Teofimo Lopez, and like I said, when Teofimo's locked in, I don't think if anybody can beat him, or if there is, it's not a big list, right? And
Nah.
so yeah, I'm leaning towards Teofimo now. Yeah, I got Teo. Gladiator report: he needs a new coach or a secondary coach ASAP. Raimundo Beltran as a coach. Yeah, we've talked about that. Him him having like another coach, but it has to be. I don't know if you have a secondary coach because then too many chefs in the kitchen can fuck up a meal, and so we'll see. Like he gave his dad the ultimatum. I think like this is the fight that he needs to prove. And him and his dad, they've done it right. They beat the Josh Taylor. They beat Lomachenko. Became undisputed, multiple division champions. So they it's they've done it before, right? And so we're gonna see this fight. But man, let's get into the real conversation. Something I've been wanting to talk about, and it's probably is just going to be a heated, I think, a pure debate. They just came out, Robert Garcia, Ring Magazine, both of them talking about Vergil Ortiz moving up to 160. Um, is this a duck? Is this a duck? Is this a duck? Like he's going to talk about 160.
No.
I heard Robert Garcia's like reasonings. Robert Garcia talking about like Boots is wanting. Well, he wants to unify. So the hit, which is Josh Kelly. That's the next fight for Boots, right? As far as what I know and what I'm seeing, is Josh Kelly versus Boots is the next fight, and that's going to be a unification fight. Then Fedora, he's fighting his mandatory. So Virgil has to wait. He has to wait for the Boots, and then he has to wait for Fedora. If most likely Boots beats Josh Kelly, he's gonna have 3 bouts. Then after that, he's gonna want to become undisputed. This is what Robert Garcia is saying, right? After that, he's gonna want to become undisputed. So then Fedora and him. If they fight, then that means Virgil's gonna have to wait another year to fight, right?
Yeah, so it's definitely
So
not a duck, man. Definitely not a duck. Um, like you said, it's the business of boxing, and right now he's the odd man out.
yeah,
At 54. He's definitely the odd man out at 54, and he's not gonna make money fighting somebody like that's maybe a high risk, low reward type fighter,
yeah,
at 54. And it's just he needs to go up there to 60 and clean house, which he has the opportunity to. There's some big names there. There's some big power out there. He has been dropped,
yeah.
so we'll see what it's
Well,
like for him at 60. But
there's no Charlo fight for him at 60. Charlo is
no,
going to be
Charlo said
fighting
he
Tim
wants to
Zoo.
fight Zoo. Yeah, he
Yeah, well,
said that today.
no, Charlo said that they told him that he's fighting Tim Zoo, or I forgot who, top his manager or PBC or whatever.
Yeah,
They said that yeah, that's the fight that's next, Charlo versus Zoo. So if Xander Zayas moves up to 160, there's that fight at 160, but it's not to be for a belt. If you go up there, you go. I think if you go up to 160, you have to fight for a freaking belt. If you go to 160 and it's not for a belt, that's retarded. Like
yeah.
that's just like it's dumb. Like
You go
I
fight Aaron McKenna.
Aaron McKenna at 160.
Yeah,
Well, I know Oscar is trying to give that fight to Amari Jones,
yeah,
but do you give it to Virgil instead?
yeah. Why not? And then have him fight Jones after, or have Virgil fight somebody else after. Go back to 54. That the
And
options
then
are there.
also what we're hearing right is like he's going to 160 is like because he can't make 154 no more. Is that like do you honestly believe that he can't make 154 no more? He's had problems in the past making weight, right? Like he's had the gut issues that like all these stuff, right? So going up to 160 is that a real like yeah, there's Lara Bentley and Adamas. I think I think that Adamas and Virgil Ortiz fight would be a banger. Lara will be a good fight, but Carlos Adamas versus Virgil Ortiz. Sorry, hey, that would be a good fight, but I also I want Jesus Ramos Jr. to get that fight, right? Because he's the interim. I know he's defending his belt soon, but I think Jesus Ramos Jr. deserves that fight with Adames
Yeah,
to become a full champion. I would like that fight as well. But yeah, he has to fight for a belt. I don't care who it is. Like Vergil Ortiz going up to 160, you have to fight for a belt, bro. You have to become a champion. You have to get a championship belt. Like it's already time. I like Vergil. I, I I like it, but at a certain point, man, at a certain point, you have to become a champion already, bro. Like, and going up to 160 is probably your fastest route to becoming champion. We got a Black and Brown 916. What's up, fellas? Just found your channel. What's up, bro? Hey, appreciate you. Thank you. Shout
Shout
out.
out to Black and Brown 916.
Yes, sir. Yeah, but at a certain point, man, Virgil Ortiz needs to become a champion, and I think
Yeah,
160 is
definitely.
probably like the easiest, the fastest route he can go.
The fastest route. Yeah, I wouldn't say the
Adam,
easiest, but definitely Damas or Bentley is probably more likely for Virgil. I think Tim Zoo will get Lara before. Nah, Tim Zoo. They said they got Tim Zoo locked in
that
with
yeah,
Charlo.
yeah, yeah. So
So
I think Adamas or Bentley is easier. I think any of those fights is easier. I think Lara or Bentley will be probably the easier route. Not the
yeah,
easiest route, but a better route. But yes, Zoo is supposed to be fighting Charlo next. So Tim Zoo versus Charlo's next. That leaves them open, right? That leaves them open. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say, man. Like I like Virgil, but he needs a belt, bro. Like it's time. Like it's way overdue. He's moved up 3 weight divisions, right? And he hasn't got a belt yet. He's an interim. He's an interim champion right now.
yeah,
And
man.
and this whole lawsuit, it fucking screwed him over because he's the interim champion. He should him and Fedor should be fighting to become full champion. I'm
No,
about to share your live. Yeah, share that shit, Bracken Brown. Share that shit. I appreciate it. Lara is with PBC and Tim Zoo is co-promoted by PBC. I think Lara fights the Charlo winner. Yeah, maybe. But if yeah, that can happen. But if they go up right now, Virgil Ortiz and versus Lara, like that's gonna be a big payday for Lara, right? Virgil Ortiz first fight back and it's for a bout. Like whoever he fights for a bout, it's gonna be a big fight, and they're gonna make money.
yeah,
No, I understood what you said, Dom. Charlo and Zoo winner, yeah. But does Lara want to wait that long? What if they can make a Lara versus Virgil Ortiz at the end of the year?
yeah.
That's money. Honestly, I don't care who it is, but Virgil Ortiz should fucking fight for a belt, bro. It's time. And if he goes up to 160 and he doesn't fight for a belt, it makes it look like he is ducking boots. Like I'm not saying he's ducking boots. I don't believe he's ducking boots. I don't think he's scared of boots. But I think him going up to 160 and then not fighting for a bout, it's gonna add to that narrative that Virgil Ortiz is ducking boots. Like and that's just how it is. And that's how the public's gonna look at it. Right.
Mm-mm-mm.
And then all right, we'll go into a fight that I didn't know I wanted, but now that it's announced, I'm pretty fucking excited. Like I think it's gonna be a good scrap, and that's Navarrete versus Oshaki.
Oh
Like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
gonna
That's
be a
gonna.
banger.
Oh
But
yeah.
before we move on, Dom Lara can make great money going to Australia to fight Tim Zoo, and Zoo and Charlo ain't signed or official yet. We don't know if that's gonna happen yet. Yeah, that's very true. But I don't know. The way they're talking, that it sounds like that's the next fight.
I mean,
And
I think as boxing purists, that's the fight to want to watch. To see Lara go in there and fight Tim Zoo, or Lara go in there and fight somebody. I mean, but as far as like the names are concerned, if Tim Zoo comes over here and fights Charlo like in Texas or something, I mean I think it's more of a bigger name. As far as like household names go. A lot of people think Lara's retired. They haven't heard of
yeah,
him. I mean, you really haven't heard Lara's name since in the boxing community or around the boxing community since he beat or since he fought Canelo, lost to Canelo. I mean, I thought he beat Canelo, but I mean, of course, Canelo got the victory. But I mean, you don't hear his name quite often. I mean,
yeah,
the people that know, like they say, if you know, you know.
for sure.
But besides that, you throw Tim Zoo's name out there against Charlo, it's like okay, yeah, yeah,
And
but
also it's gonna help build Zoo's name in America.
no, definitely. I mean, he tried that little first tour, but we'll see what happens, man. So
Yeah, but yeah, speaking of fights that like I said, I didn't know I wanted it, but now that it's announced, it's like, oh, that's an interesting fight. Like, the guy Navarrete versus Oshaki Foster, they they agreed to fight October 24th, and that's gonna be at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio.
it's gonna be a good
Uh,
fight.
130-pound unification fight. And the ring currently has Navarrete ranked number one and Foster's ranked number two at junior lightweight. And so Navarrete recently became a unified WBO and IBF champion after stopping Nunez. Although whether his WBO bout can be included against Foster remains, so I don't know if that's going to happen. The WBO bout, if that's going to be on the line against
Yeah,
Oshaki,
because
but
he owes Charlie Suarez the
yes, the mandatory for Charlie Suarez. Charlie
yeah,
Suarez is the mandatory for the WBO, so we'll
yeah.
see.
So and throw a little step aside money to him. You know what I mean? So
But
everybody
honestly,
gets
this
some
is like
chips.
when they announced it, I was like, man, like that's a great fight. It's gonna be one of the man. It's one of the best style matchups in boxing, right? I feel Navarrete is awkward. He's relentless. He throws like a lot of punches, but Foster he's more technical. He's disciplined. He's defensively responsible, and man, we'll see
And he
what
can
Dom.
and he can
Go
take a
ahead.
punch. And he can take a punch,
Yes.
man.
Yeah. No,
You
he
know,
can
I
take a
mean,
punch.
those fights against Rocky, I forget his last name right off the top of my head, but you know, he's been in some real tough fights, man. And he's won some big fights. And he can take a punch, man. I like Shock,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, and it's gonna be interesting to see because right, like Navarrete is kind of awkward and he throws like he's gonna be throwing trying to throw a lot of punches, but I think Oshaki is he's disciplined. He's like very technical, right? So he's gonna disrupt the rhythm of Navarrete. He's gonna make him reset. And if Navarrete is not used to keep resetting, it's gonna kind of wear him down. So I want to see how that plays out. How Navarrete is gonna deal with that, having to reset all the time and not keep that awkward momentum. Um, Let's see. Dom said, "I got Shock. I love Navarrete too. If Shock wins this, I think he should be on the bottom pound per pound list, and I think he should be nominated for Fighter of the Year. Something that could cost Shock is sometimes his rounds. He has rounds where he is not being active, and that can possibly cost him. But I think Shock got this. Yeah, yeah. That
And he's
we
gonna
know
have to stay
Navarrete.
active. He's gonna have to stay
Good.
active against Navarrete though.
Yes, that's
Navarrete
what I
is
was
gonna
gonna.
come
Yeah.
forward.
He's gonna come forward. He's gonna keep moving. He's gonna throw a lot of punches. Um, not as he's not throwing a lot of punches. He's not gonna be like Cepeda, but like that, not that many punches. But he's gonna be active. He's gonna be moving. He's gonna be throwing punches and Shock. Oh, Shock is gonna have to be first.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to be first to disrupt that rhythm to make Navarrete to keep resetting. I think that's like the thing that I see the most is like having Navarrete reset because that's also making him think. And then the more you have to reset, the more you have to overthink. I think that's gonna that gets them tired as well. Not just the movement, but the thinking. It's like the it's like using a different muscle of your brain, right? It's like all that thinking, overthinking, like kind of goes to your body, and like you start to tense a little bit when you have to reset. Like you have to relax and then tense up, relax and tense up, and then think and reset and do all that. All the movement, the small movements is what gets you tired, and we'll see how that's gonna affect the Navarrete. But
Yeah.
if Navarrete wins, right, that continues collecting bouts at 130, how high does his legacy climb, right? Like I think it goes for
Yeah.
both of them. Like if this is a kind of a big fight because they're both. I think is Navarrete is already ranked on the pound for pound list, right? Or he was, and I think he
Mm,
got moved off. I think he was
yeah.
10, and then Boots is on the list now, so Navarrete got knocked down. So he was just at the pound for pound list before Boots got in there. Navarrete is off the list now, but if he wins, does that put Navarrete back on the pound for pound list? But if I think if Shockey wins, like Don was saying, if Shockey wins, that can knock Colazo off the pound for pound list, and then Shockey can
Yeah.
take his spot. Um, it's a very interesting fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, Navarrete was
And he
ranked,
was
right?
ranked.
Yeah, he's not ranked anymore because Boots. I think because Boots went in there, they took Navarrete off, and then Colazo's at number 10 now. I think Boots is at number 9, right?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't watch those pound for pound rankings too much, man. I mean, everybody has
yeah.
their own, it's like assholes, man. Everybody has them and they all stink.
Man,
Yeah.
but yeah. So, what's your thoughts on this fight?
No, I think, Shaki's the more technical, but he's
Mm-hmm.
gonna have to be able to get off. He's gonna have to use his timing, not
Mm-hmm.
necessarily his speed, but his timing to counter. Navarrete coming in. Navarrete has some weird
Yeah,
angles. He comes at some crazy angles. So,
yeah,
he's gonna have to stick with his game plan and see kind of where it takes him. And it's gonna be him that has to adjust. He's gonna have to have a plan A, plan B, plan C, because
yeah,
Navarrete is not gonna adjust. Navarrete is gonna be Navarrete. He's gonna come way. But once Oshaki finds a way to basically, sit there and materialize it and say, all right, this is what I got to do to stop that style,
yeah,
then that's what's going to put him over the edge. He's got to neutralize it. Once he neutralizes, that's the word, not materialize. But once he neutralizes
yeah,
the attack from Navarrete, I think he's going to win because Navarrete isn't going to have a plan A, a plan B, a plan C. He's going to come forward. He's going to fight his fight, and he's going to make Oshaki adjust to him. Now, if Oshaki, if his game plan works from the jump, expect it to stay that way. But I don't. I think he's going to have to make a few adjustments to just to adjust to somebody as awkward as Navarrete,
for sure,
and not get caught with something wild and you know and get hurt. But that's the thing is that he does have a good chin, but they say the punch that hurts you the most is the one that you don't see coming, and that's the issue with Navarrete. You're not gonna see those punches coming from low angles, from over the top, just like
yeah,
we know the type of fighter Navarrete is. So Oshaki,
yeah,
he's gotta be cautious. He's gonna have to have a few filling out rounds, make the
yeah,
adjustments as needed, and then hopefully find a way to neutralize it and just outbox him technically.
yeah. But that's why I say like this fight is like something I don't know why it never really crossed my mind before. Like, but when they announced it, I was like, wait a minute,
It's a good fight.
that's a good
Good
fight,
fight.
and that's why I don't have a job in matchmaking. Because like I was like,
Right.
shit, that's a good fight.
All right. What do we got
Yeah, and then
next?
so we got it's official, right? Or is it almost official or what? It's
I
Fury
think they're just
AJ.
waiting for an announcement.
Yeah, I think
Hearns.
there's supposed to be an announcement coming up, I think in the beginning of next week or something like that. That's what I heard. But as of right now, because right now, so they have the Dana White Contender Series is on Tuesday nights, and this is when like the fighters they go and they fight, and if Dana White likes what they sees, he signs them to the UFC. And so shout out Roman Puga, he's a friend of the pod. I just dropped this episode maybe 2 weeks ago. He's from La Puente. He won tonight and he got signed to the UFC. So shout out Roman Puga from La Puente. And but yeah, so they asked him at the end. They asked him in the press. Asked Dana White in the press conference about the the Tyson Fury AJ, and he said, "Oh, that's where they're having it." He said, "Go ask the promoters, because everybody keeps saying that he's not the promoter on that fight, but he did not deny
Well,
it. He just
the fight
smirked.
the fight
But
is going to happen. It's just now down to whatever because the Netflix did run the commercial last night on
yeah,
Monday Night Raw. So
yeah,
the fight's set in stone. It's
yeah,
just the
they're
only
already
thing
signed.
the thing is it's just that the location, and
Yeah,
but
and
it's signed for
from
November 20th, but everything's pointing to New York. Everything is pointing to
from
New
what it
York.
looks like right now, it's Tyson Fury, AJ, Madison Square Garden, New York.
Yeah, I still think
I
KG
still
will win. Some people might think I'm crazy, but don't forget, he got hurt by a 46-year-old, and now his power doesn't look the same anymore. So, well, we'll see, man. I don't know, man. I like Fury, but
yeah,
I'm a little bit biased with Fury. I mean, he's a friend. Um, so my wife was his photographer for a while. So there's a little bias there with Fury, man.
yeah,
But even non-biased, there, I still think he can hurt Joshua. He can get hurt too because they're both They're both
Yeah,
chinny, so I think it's a toss up, man. It's pretty much probably a 50-50 fight. I'm sure,
yeah.
you go to the odds right now, I'm sure it's pretty
It's
damn
pretty even.
close.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
know they both can get hurt and they both can hurt each other. Um, I don't know. I don't want to give my predictions yet. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm on the same wavelength right now. I think it's 50-50 fight as of right now. Um, but yeah, do we think it's? I think it's in New York.
Yeah,
I
it's
think they're
gonna be.
gonna. I think they're announcing it's gonna be in New York, Madison Square
Well,
Garden.
it's not definitely not gonna be in England. So I
No,
think the toss up is New York or Vegas.
and it has to be in New York. If it's gonna be in the United States, it has to be in New York.
So they actually have Joshua a slight favorite, like a minus 165. Fury's like a plus 128, meaning for every
Okay.
100 you bet on Fury, you'll win $28.
Yeah.
Um, it's the first time in a while that, well, actually, no, I'm sorry. It's the other way around. Fury is the favorite, 165. Joshua plus 128. So Joshua is the underdog. Yeah.
Okay.
He's the betting favorite over Anthony Joshua with the odds gently over and around the minus 165 for Fury and a plus 128 for Joshua as the underdog. So yeah, that's what it's pretty
It,
50, pretty 50,
yeah.
pretty 50-50. But I don't think
Yeah.
that fight's
But
going the distance, man. I
no,
don't think that fight's going the distance.
no, I don't think
Somebody's
it's
gonna
going the
somebody's gonna
distance.
get caught and somebody's going night night. So
Yeah, man. I think Joshua's a little more chinny than Fury.
hmm. Yeah, I think so too.
Fury hasn't lost by a knockout, right? He's only lost to Usyk.
Yeah. So and Joshua, like I said, I mean, yeah, he got that win, but I mean, in his last three fights, he fights,
Yeah,
Jake Paul and gets knocked out by Dubois and you
and
know
then gets dropped in the
fights.
first round.
Yeah. So yeah, like he hasn't really fought the best of the best competition. And Fury's still elite at heavyweight. As big as he is, the
Mm-hmm.
power that he has, like come in heavy and kind of be like the Joshua fight. Put that weight on him and
Yeah,
tire him down. And next thing you know, by the third or the fourth round, you're gonna have Joshua huffing and puffing, man, and out of breath. I mean, it takes a lot of oxygen to feed those muscles. I bet you put him in a marathon and Fury outruns Joshua. It's I'm just saying,
yeah.
those muscles eat up a lot of oxygen. They do. Like people don't get it.
What's that? Dom saying AJ Chin is bad, but at least he still has all his power. Fury doesn't have all his power anymore, and his chin is suspect. A little more chinny, but a lot more
Mm,
power.
I don't know, man. I disagree, man. The power is the very last thing to go. The power is the last thing to go. Man,
Yeah.
I shake hands with some of these veterans at work, man, that are 85, 90 years old, man, and that grip, man. They put your hand a certain way, man. They grab it and they put it a certain way, and hey, those old men still got that power, man. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure it ain't the same as when they were 20 years old, but that's the last thing to go. They lose their mind, they lose everything else except that power, man. Like, so yeah, you might not have the speed, you might not have the timing, fury that he used to.
Yeah.
That power's still there, man. Didn't look like it was there the last two fights. Maybe not. I mean, but again,
But
you get caught by somebody that goddamn big in the right
yeah.
spot.
Especially AJ's chin, right? If you get like, I don't think you
Eh,
need to have that all the same exact power like you did. I think AJ gets touched and he's gonna get hurt.
well, maybe
Man,
that's why. Maybe he wasn't throwing the big power shots. I mean, he does
yeah,
tend to keep that glove open because his hands are so big, right?
yeah,
And and people say, oh, his gloves were loaded, this and
yeah,
that. That's a crock of shit, man. When they were saying that about when he beat Wilder, about his gloves being loaded, look at the way his gloves are on his hand, and this, I don't know if they used 12-ounce gloves the night that they fought Wilder and Fury. I think it was probably a 12-ounce glove, but unless you know Fury, unless you've seen his hands, like don't give me that shit, bro. Like honestly, his hands are like the size of canned hams, man. And like the big 10-pound fucking canned hams, bro. Not like just a regular fucking can of ham, and I'm looking
Yeah.
for something.
He's saying,
And
Dom's saying, let's not forget Nagano dropped Fury. But yeah, but
yeah, yeah.
Nagano punches
One
like
of
a
the hardest
truck.
punchers too. Yeah, he's one of the
Yeah, so it's like
hardest punchers out there.
let's not forget AJ got knocked out by Andy Ruiz. So it's like we could say that as well, right?
Yeah.
But yeah,
So I'm just gonna show you real quick the size of Fury's hand compared to like my head. Bro, like that's like a damn can hand, man. Like his hand is as big as my fucking head, bro. Like, yeah. You want to get hit by that guy, man.
Dom said,
It's
"Nah,
scary,
Supreme. The
bro.
way the way the gloves were flopping around was suspicious. I never seen no shit like that before Fury, and haven't seen no shit like that after Fury. Something was up with those gloves flapping. AJ knocked him out though, and had
Dude
no problem knocking Nagano out.
couldn't get his hands in them. That's all it was. I mean, it's like couldn't close it up because his fucking paws were too big, And I think it was just Everlast or however they were made. Like, and then not just that, but you gotta try to make that 12-ounce glove fit like that, right? So if you're making a bigger glove, that's gonna be less padding anyways, because the gloves are gonna be longer, but they still gotta be the same. They still gotta be the same weight. They still gotta be 12 ounces, right? So it's just that the way his paw was trying to come in it, man. That's all it was, bro. Because I've seen defects in gloves before with Ryan Garcia, where one glove was shot out, the right Everlast was shot out when he fought in Canada, and they tried like three or four of the same pair that they had signed off on, and it was the same one. And they made him fight. They wouldn't let him switch gloves because they had already been signed off and approved by both teams. So he ended up breaking his hand in the fight when he fought in Canada. So yeah, yeah, it sounds like some bullshit, but
So
it happens, man. Honestly, the commission wouldn't have let him fight if there was something illegal going on, something like that, as far as loaded gloves or whatever against Wilder. The commission, I guarantee you, the commission didn't have like this plan. We're gonna let him cheat so he can win. Like, no, absolutely not, man.
yeah, something would have came out already if there was
Somebody's life
something.
is in you're putting somebody's life on the line right there, man. The
Yeah,
commission's not gonna do that, man. They're not gonna play that card, especially in Nevada. And at the time, I want to say that the guys, the head of the Nevada State Athletic Commission was the ex-director of the FBI. Yeah, like Bob, I forget his last name, but yeah, that wasn't, and it ain't gonna go down like that. All
yeah.
right.
All right. Well, that's that's it for tonight, Tuesday night boxing news. We'll
Hey,
be back yeah.
just wait. I cannot wait for this Ryan card. And I'll tell you,
Yeah.
man, even before, like, I can't wait for them. And they're starting to break it. People are starting to
Yeah.
talk about it. Exactly what I've been telling everybody.
Yeah.
Benavidez and Sislak, December
Oh
12th.
yeah.
I told
Let's
you
talk
guys a month ago, man. A
let's talk
month
about let's talk about it real quick.
when this went down, I told you
Mhm.
guys this is what's gonna happen. He's
Yeah.
gonna fight him for the interim.
Yes.
He's gonna fight him for the interim, and they're gonna make the
Because
winner fight for the
Sislak
full
is the interim
title.
champion right now. Sislak
Yes.
is the WBC interim champion right now, so they're fighting for his interim belt, and so
And it's
that so
gonna
that's
it's
what's
gonna
being
be
reported, right?
announced. It's gonna be announced December, and it is gonna be December 12th. It is gonna be in Phoenix because that's where the fight with him and Noah Michelalian was originally signed for December 12th in Phoenix, Arizona. So but yeah, so they're gonna end up fighting. He's gonna end up fighting Sislak instead. The kid from Poland for the WBC title. And they're
Interim.
gonna make him fight the win. They're gonna the interim, and they're gonna make him fight the winner of the Jao Pataya fight. And I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for them to say this is gonna be for the WBC title. And also today, what happened is the IBF began negotiations with Jao Pataya to make him the IBF champion. So that makes it even bigger because now if you got the WBC and the IBF on the line,
Mm-hmm.
then you go up against the WBA and WBO champion Benavidez and the interim WBC champions. The next fight's going to be for the undisputed title of the
Yeah.
world, and it's
Yeah.
probably going to happen in May, like Cinco de Mayo, where
Yeah.
you're going to have May and Jao Pataya fight. Mark my words, man. I mean, people can doubt and people can say what they want, bro, but like it may just let it play out, man. It makes
It makes
sense.
too much. Yeah. It'll be for the IBF, the Ring, and the WBC. Noel versus Opataya, and then it'll
Yeah.
be for the WBO and WBA and the interim WBC belt. Like how does that work if David's fighting Cesliak or whatever the hell's his name? David's belts are going to be on the line as well. That's what Dom's asking.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They definitely will be on the line.
Yeah, so it'll be the
Those
WBA, WBO, and the WBC interim.
interim.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
that way, if the winner doesn't fight, WBC either walks away from David and says, "All right," or they strip Jay if Jai doesn't take that fight
Yeah.
against David. So man, I
And that
but
fight's so much
yeah,
bigger. David Benavidez versus Jao Pataya for undisputed on Cinco de Mayo. That's a money fight. That's a big money fight.
bro, like it only makes sense for a while. Like I know people are reporting saying, "Oh, well, Don King never said this, and they never told Mauricio this." Bro, like money, bro, like money. Like we know Jai's gonna beat Noel. We know
Yeah.
this. I'm sure right now odds are probably like a minus 800, bro. Like, like I'm not lying, bro. Like I'm Jai
Yeah.
versus uh Noel odds. I'll tell you, man. Minus 1200. I hit it on the head,
Oh
bro. I
shit.
told you, bro.
Yeah.
Right there, minus 12 to 1300. And it's probably gonna end in a knockout, bro. But right there, minus 1200. Betting favorite. There's no way that fight is going the distance. Noel's gonna get sent to Kingdom Come, man. And that sets
Yeah.
up everything for David will probably be right there.
Hmm.
Walk into the ring the same way, Triple G did with Canelo back in the days.
Yeah.
And boom, they face off. Zuffa, the WBC, everybody's facing off. Mauricio's there, and you know how big that fight is gonna be, man. David
Yeah.
against
Mauricio.
the hate,
Mauricio.
the hate that they have, or that's
Yeah.
that has been shown through social media that they have for each other. And I'm not saying that Mauricio hates Zuffa or the WB or Dana White. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, but the build up, the animosity that the public sees is what I
Yes.
should say before I get taken out
Yes.
of
Yes.
context. But the animosity and the build up that the public has seen
Has
leading up to
created, and
this, that it has
I think the
created
public has created.
people talking out, and you know what though, like you said, it's gonna build it up because now Jive's name's out there. Oh, he's the guy that got stripped. Got his belt back. Oh, he's gonna fight David. Oh, David's the boogeyman. Oh, blah blah. Yeah,
Yeah.
like, dude, like that's the fight. That's the fight right there. And because it's more not just in the ring, but just the whole beef, that's been there from the beginning with Dana. And I'm not gonna
Yeah.
recognize these sanctioning bodies as and this and that and blah blah
Yeah.
blah. So that's
Yeah.
that's the fight. So
No, for
I
sure.
just want it all to be set in stone so I can say, told you, told you.
Well,
Yep. And to other people too. Hey. You're working you got a new soundbar. You got some new tricks, huh? That's what you were working
It,
on.
co-
All right, all right.
it comes with the new program.
Nice. So,
Yeah, man.
all right,
Well,
man.
there you have it, bro. We'll be back next week, next Tuesday,
Yeah.
same channel, same time, with our whole new facelift. I think this is it. This is how we're
This is
looking moving
nice.
forward.
Yeah.
This is how we're
And what
looking
is it
forward.
on Facebook? What do you under on Facebook before we cut off?
It's just Mike Huerta. It's
It's
my
it's it's my Corta.
yeah yeah. It's
Yeah,
my
and it is.
personal Facebook page.
Okay, because I'm looking for the live.
Should
And
be like
I don't
in my profile
yeah.
picture.
Yeah, there it is. Join now.
Yeah.
So it's a picture that just says join now. So it's not actually streaming live on Facebook. It's in your story
Yeah,
and
it's
it
in your
says
story, right?
join now,
No,
but
no,
there's not.
no. So if you go like on my profile, you see right there on the top.
Yeah.
You, yeah, you click. It says live right there. See, live.
Okay. See, mine's not showing that. Mine's just showing the green. Mine's just showing the green dot, and then I hit it,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it just goes to your. It just shows that like you're online, but it doesn't give me the
Oh
option
shit.
to watch.
Oh no.
See
Got to figure that
profile.
out.
Yeah. So yeah, you it's showing you that you're live, but
Yeah.
it's not showing like it's not giving me the opportunity to watch it.
Oh, okay. I got to figure that out.
Yeah. I mean, of course, this new technology, it's gonna have some kinks, but you know what? This is still a lot better than uh than the other one. So,
For sure. Um,
alrighty.
yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll keep it moving. But yeah,
That's
I
right.
appreciate everybody. We're live everywhere now.
That's right.
Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And keep a lookout. We are going to be doing the giveaway for the glove soon. So
Yeah.
we are going to be doing it on a Tuesday night live. So I just got to figure out how I'm going to do it.
We're going
But
down
yeah,
on a Tuesday.
yeah. All right, people.
All
I
right, man.
appreciate y'all. And yeah.
See you next week.
Plug. Plug.